We'll start chapter 3, circle chapter, now very important chapter. So it is continuation from 9th standard. So let us study about the circle. This is a circle. Let us say O is the center. This is the radius R. Suppose R is equal to 7 centimeter. Means every point on this circle means only this. This is interior. This is not a circle. Circle means this curved motion. This is outside the circle, this is inside the circle, this is the circle. Every point on the circle is 7 centimeter from the center O. Suppose I take a point here P, this distance is also 7 centimeter because the radius is 7, this is also 7. Suppose there is a point Q, this distance will be more than 7. OQ is greater than radius. So this will be more than 7. Suppose there is a point here R. This is OR is less than radius. OR will be less than 7. This is more than 7. This will be 7. This will be 7. Everywhere on the circle will be 7. Right. Basically we studied about circle. Now we say about circle. This is called a chord. AB. O is the center. AB equal to chord. Chord starts from the circle and ends on the circle. This entire thing, all the points from A to B is a chord. Suppose we draw a line containing the chord. This is called a secant. This is called a secant. Chord is subset of secant. The chord is a part of the secant. Now, suppose I draw a line like this. It is called a tangent. A tangent meets a circle only in one point. Suppose this is the point T. This tangent is a line which meets a circle in one and only one point. Secant meets in 2 points. And chord is a part of the secant. Right. Now, let us see. What we studied in the 9th standard, I just revise for you. You have a circle here and center is O and there is a chord here AB. First theorem we studied in the 9th standard is a line drawn from the center perpendicular to chord bisects the chord. Suppose this is M. If I draw a line from center perpendicular to chord, it will bisect the chord. That means AM equal to MB. This is equal to this. This is what we have studied in the 9th standard. The converse of this, studied in the 9th standard, I just say briefly this. Suppose there is a chord PQ here and O is the center. If I take the midpoint here, suppose R is the midpoint. And if I join the midpoint to the center, automatically this angle will be 90 degrees. This is chord bisector theorem. Line drawn from the center, perpendicular to chord, bisects the chord. This is the converse of the chord bisector theorem. Line drawn from the midpoint of the chord to the center is perpendicular to chord. Converse of this theorem. Next, what we studied in the 9th standard. In 1 minute we study all those things. Right. Next is Suppose there is a chord here, AB, there is a chord here, CD. Suppose O is the sender. If I tell you that AB equal to CD, then distance of the chord AB from the sender is equal to distance of the chord CD from the sender. How will you get the distance? Always distance is perpendicular. This distance will be equal to this distance. Suppose this is M, this is N, this distance will be equal to this distance. OM equal to N. If the chords are congruent, AB equal to CD, then OM equal to OM. This is one theorem we studied in the 9th standard. The converse of this is, suppose there is a chord here AB and PQ. Suppose O is the center and OR is this distance and OS is this distance. If OR equal to OS, then AB congruent to PQ. Converse of this theorem. Chords which are equidistant from the center, then the chords are congruent. Reverse or converse of this. This we studied. Now next is equal chords are equidistant from the center. Chords which are equidistant from the center are congruent. These are the theorems which we have studied now. Now next is right, ये हो गया. Now, alright, let's go to the 10th standard. Yes. Why we study about tangent radius theorem. Tangent radius theorem. This is the first theorem we are studying in the 10th standard. Suppose there is a tangent here. There is a tangent here. And O is the sender. This is the point of tangents. Automatically the theorem says that this angle is equal to 90 degrees. Tangent is always perpendicular to radius at that point. This angle will be 90. Suppose I draw another tangent here. This angle also will be 90 degrees. So tangent always makes 90 degrees with the radius. How to prove this? Right. We'll prove this. This is the tangent. Suppose we call it L. Tangent का नाम है L. Meeting here at T. To prove that this angle is equal to 90 degrees, we go by the assumption. We assume that O is the center, that they are given that O is the center, and we assume that this is the tangent. We assume that OT is not perpendicular. Let OT be not perpendicular to tangent L. We assume that this is not perpendicular. Then we assume that this is not perpendicular. Then we will draw a line OR perpendicular to line L. Let OR be perpendicular to L. We assume that OT is not perpendicular, then let OR be perpendicular. Then mark RS. Mark RS congruent to TR. This is TR. We have this line, this tangent, this is point T. We have to prove that this angle is 90 degrees. We assume that it is not 90 degrees. Let OR be perpendicular. Now mark RS here. RS congruent to TR. TR equal to RS. Join OS. Join OS. Now in these two triangles, OR congruent to OR in these two triangles, angle ORT congruent to angle ORS is 90 degrees. If this is 90, it will be also 90 degrees. Then PR congruent to RS. Construction. We have constructed that. Then, mark RS congruent to TR. This is congruent to this. Now triangle OTR congruent to OTR congruent to triangle OSR. This triangle here congruent to the triangle R. These two triangles are congruent. Therefore, OT congruent to OS. OT is congruent to OS. But OT equal to radius. OT is the radius. Therefore, OS also radius. We have proved that OS is the radius. If OS is the radius, S lies on the circle. If OS is the radius, S lies on the circle. T also lies on the circle. Therefore, tangent L passes through two points. 2 points T and S. Is it possible? Tangent can touch the circle only one point. That is the definition of tangent. Tangent cannot pass through the circle at 2 points. Therefore, we are proving that tangent is passing through point, which is useless and which is wrong. Therefore, what went wrong? Our assumption, which is wrong. Which is wrong. Therefore, assumption that what is the assumption? OT not perpendicular. OT not perpendicular to L is wrong. OT not perpendicular to L is wrong. Therefore, OT is perpendicular to L. This is tangent radius theorem. Tangent is always perpendicular to radius. Converse of this. Converse of this is, if there is a circle and if a line is meeting the radius, which is perpendicular, then this line has to be tangent. If a line meeting the circle is perpendicular to radius, this line has to be tangent. That means this line meets the circle in one and only one point. That's what we are doing. Suppose there is a point here P. This angle is also perpendicular, which is not possible, because if this is radius and this is tangent, it has to be perpendicular. This cannot be perpendicular because This is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the largest side. This is greater than this. This is greater than this, means this will be not on the circle. Therefore, P is not on the circle. Suppose there is another point here, Q. This is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is greater than this. Therefore, this is equal to this. Thus, P and Q cannot be different. It has to be this. There is only one and only one point which can meet the circle. Therefore, this is the tangent. If a radius makes 90 degrees with the line L, then that is to be that line has to be a tangent. This is the converse of that. Now we will go for exercises now.
Great.
Alright students, let's see this, how to do this. Radius of the circle with center C is 6 centimeters. I will draw a bigger circle so that you can easily understand. And center C hai, and this is a line. This line is touching the circle at A. This is B. The radius of the circle is 6 centimeters. Radius of the circle is 6 centimeters. Line AB is a tangent. This is a tangent. Means it meets the circle only at one point. What is the measure of angle CA? This is tangent and this is radius. The measure of this angle will be definitely 90 degrees. Angle CAB equal to 90 degrees. Reason, tangent perpendicular to radius. Tangent is always perpendicular to radius. Therefore, angle CAB is 90 degrees. पहला मेरा हो गया अपना. Tangent perpendicular to radius. Y का meaning clear है. Tangent perpendicular to radius. What is the distance of point C from the line? Distance of point C from the line is perpendicular distance. Distance of point C equal to AC, and AC is equal to 6 di equal to 6 centimeters. AC equal to radius equal to 6 centimeters. OB, what is the distance? Because radius equal to 6 centimeters. That is the reason. OB हो गया, AB हो गया, AB हो गया. Distance AB equal to 6, any one. Distance AB equal to 6. Distance AB equal to 6. Find BC. अपने को BC चाहिए. That can be done by Pythagoras theorem. In triangle CAB, AC square plus AB square equal to BC square. Reason is Pythagoras theorem. This angle is 90 degrees. Python. Therefore 6 square plus 6 square equal to BC square. Therefore that is BC square equal to 36 plus 36 equal to 72, or equal to 2 times 36. BC is equal to square root of 2 times 36. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 6 root 2 is the answer. 36 plus 36 is 2 times 36. BC equal to square root of 2 times 36, 6 root 2. BC का वैल्यू भी मिला है, फाइंड आउट BC. What is the measure of angle ABC? ABC, this angle क्या है? to this. This is 90 degrees. Therefore, triangle ABC is an isosceles right angle triangle. Therefore, angle ABC is equal to 45 degrees. This is a 45, 45, 90 degrees. This angle has to be 45 degrees. ये हो गया अपना. Now, before doing the next sum, I will tell you about a theorem which is very simple to prove. One of the simplest theorems to be proved along with this. Suppose there is a circle and there is a point here, let's say P. If I draw tangents, how many tangents we can draw? We can draw two tangents. One tangent here and another tangent here. So from an external point we can draw two tangents to a circle, A and B. This is center O. Now, our theorem is that tangent segments are congruent from an external point. Theorem. Tangent segments from an external point are congruent. हमको प्रूव करना है PA congruent to PB. This is congruent to this. तो easily हो सकता है. इसको ज्वाइन करेंगे, इसको ज्वाइन करेंगे. Construction. This angle is 90 degrees. This angle is 90 degrees. Now, you know, this is radius and this is radius. AO congruent to BO. The radii of same circle. AO congruent to BO, radii of the same circle. OP congruent to OP, common hypotenuse. Angle OAB, congruent to angle OBP, tangent perpendicular to radius. Therefore, triangle OAP congruent to triangle OBP. Hypotenuse side test. Therefore, PA congruent to PP. Corresponding sides of congruent triangle. So this is always tangent segment from an external point are congruent. PA congruent to P. This is what we हमेशा इधर से tangent बनाएगा, इधर से भी tangent बनाएगा. Tangent segment, tangent goes up to infinity, but tangent segments, this is congruent to this. PA congruent to P. That's the theorem. Now, accordingly, we go to the second one. R and R tangent. OR equal to. So we will change this now. Figure for this sum. For this sum, O is the center. We write इधर R है, इधर M है, इधर N है. Now what they are given? What is the length of each tangent segment? OR equal to 10. OR equal to 10 and the radius is 5. Radius is 5. What is the length of the tangent segment? By Pythagoras theorem. MR square equal to OM square plus OR square equal to 5 square plus 10 square equal to 25 plus 100 equal to 125. MR equal to square root of 125 equal to root of 25 into 5, 25 into 5 is 125 equal to 5 root 5. MR is equal to 5 root 5 and Rn is also equal to 5 root 5. What is the length of each strand? The answer is length of each tangent segment equal to 5 root 5. सेंटीमीटर दिया क्या? कुछ नहीं दिया, सेंटीमीटर दिया है, तो सेंटीमीटर लिखना पड़ेगा. What is the measure of the angle MRO? MRO ये एंगल कितना है? ये दो मेथड में कर सकता है. Converse of 30-60-90 theorem. If this side is half the hypotenuse, this angle is equal to 30 degrees. Angle MRO. We write here triangle OMR is 30-60-90 triangle by converse of 30-60-90 triangle. Therefore, angle MRO चाहिए equal to 30 degrees. ये भी हो गया, MRO भी हो गया. MRO angle MRN equal to twice angle MRO equal to twice 30 degrees equal to 60 degrees and MRN equal to 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees. ये 30 है तो उसका डबल आएगा 60 degrees. That completes the exercise and also the theorem we have done. I hope you have understood this. Then show your liking and also subscribe. Thank you. कितना मिनट हो गया?